Three, two, one. Yes. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and honored guests. Welcome to NITK Bhive Toastmasters International Club. I'm Meghna Vaswani, Sergeant at Arms for today's meeting. Before we proceed, I request everyone to turn off your mobile phones or put it on silence mode. Gentle reminder, Toastmasters International is a neutral platform where we refrain from discussing politics, religion, or sensitive topics. The mission of Toastmasters International is to provide supportive and positive learning platform where members can get education and leadership skills and empower their leadership skills and qualities and greater self-confidence and self-growth. Theme of the day is looking back, leaping forward. I request everyone to remain seated until the conclusion of the meeting. Now, I take the honor and privilege welcome our club president, dynamic and hardworking. She is a dedicated Rotarian and passionate to serve needy people. I'm sure you all will agree with me that she carries a smile which shines like a jewel. So, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and welcome her with warm round of applause, Toastmaster Prasanna Kumari.
Thank you, Toastmaster Meghna, Sergeant at Arms. Thank you very much for a wonderful introduction. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. A warm welcome for the 266 meeting. I declare the meeting open. Is the MOM approved of last meeting, 265th meeting? Yes? Okay. Thank you. So today's theme is about looking back and leaping forward. What all of you think about it? Looking back and leaping forward?
Looking back at our past experiences, learn from them, and leaping forward with a lot more energy and positivity to what we can achieve as a team, as an individual, and as a family.
Okay, thank you. So I do believe in that. Looking back isn't about regretting. It's about reflecting. Each step behind us holds a lesson, a strength, and a story. When we honor our past, we are creating a foundation for the future. The leap forward comes not despite the past, but because of it. I'll tell you a small story. There was a girl. She stumbles through failures and she always doubting her worth. She looked back, but not to just to regret. She wanted to learn why she fell. When she understood her mistakes, she found strength wrapped in wisdom. Now she walks forward, heads high, heart brave, and eyes clear. Her past is her teacher. Her courage is the compass for forward. She is none other than yours truly. Let's create a momentum of joyful learning. Now, this is a time to welcome our Toastmaster of the day, the young, energetic, passionate Rotarian, and a good human being, and the newest father-in-law of our club. Welcome, Toastmaster Habib.
Good evening, everyone. It's my privilege to welcome you all, and it's an honor that the first meeting of this year, Toastmasters of the Day, I am the TMOD for that. I welcome you all to this meeting. Uh, Looking back in 1989, when I was just about to start my journey in business, the hard work, no planning, nothing. Just it was only a matter of survival to me. That's all. So from that time to now, if I am looking forward, now we have got a lot of plans. I wanted to open another 2 stores of Lenovo. This entire journey for the past 30 years had taken me from zero to hero now. The same thing is there with that. The same thing has happened in Toastmasters also. About an year back, when Santosh ji had invited me to become member of this club, when I was sitting in one corner, I was so afraid that if somebody called me on the stage, then I was not looking at them at all. If by chance if I look at them, they may call me on the stage. So I was not able to speak here. That was my position to now, by the grace of God and all your support, I am today the Toastmasters of the day. Thank you very much for that. Now to now the Toastmasters was started by MC Medley in 1924. It has got more than 3,000 members and around 15,000 clubs around the world. This is about the Toastmasters of the day. Sorry, Toastmasters. Now, to begin with, the entire meeting is framed into 3 segments. The 3 segments are: one is the prepared speeches, other one is the table topic session, and other one is the evaluations. So before I start this, I would like to our tag members to introduce yourself and tell something about your tag roles and the rules and regulations of the tag. To start with, I would like to start with the timer.
Very good evening, fellow Toastmasters, and yes, I don't know if you can sit present here. Anyway, my role as a timer is to monitor time during the prepared speeches, table topics, and evaluations. For the prepared speeches, I'll be showing this green card at 5 minutes, yellow at 6.5 minutes, and red at 7 minutes. For table topics, I'll be showing green for 1 minute, yellow for 1.5, and red at 2 minutes. For the evaluations, I'll be showing green light at 2 minutes, yellow at 2.5, and red light at 3 minutes. And at the end of the meeting, I'll be giving the report of all. Thank you.
Now, can the R counter?
Prepare speech, 5, 6, and 7.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Thank you. As outcome for tonight, I will be tracking verbal stretches like and like. My goal is to help our speakers become more aware of their speeches, patterns, and improve their communication skill. Let's work together to make our meeting productive and fun.
Thank you. Thank you. Grammarian.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. As a grammarian, my role is to make a note of all the good usages of the language, such as vocabulary and phrases, and also note down areas of improvement. Also, my role is to introduce the word of the day, which is momentum. It means motion of a moving body. One way in which we can use this in a sentence can be something like this. Our club's momentum of success continues in this term as well. I will present my report when the general assembly.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Now I will request our evaluator to please come and introduce our speaker. First evaluator. Okay.
The speaker is attempting level 4 P2. The purpose of the project is to practice developing a plan, building a team, and fulfilling a plan with the help of the team. The duration is 5 to 7 minutes. Pre-like speaker. Thank you.
Yeah. Speaker. Yeah, I would like to welcome the speaker one too.
Thank you, TMOD. In the hands of a child, an umbrella becomes more than a shade. It becomes a sky of care and a canopy of dreams. Dear Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters and guests, there is no guest, I believe, today. The project which I am going to present in front of you, the overview I have given in April. This is the second part of it. So the project is planned, everything was well planned. Then we approach the manufacturer. This is a project umbrella giving to the tribal children in different parts of Uti. It is not a school children, they are in the centers. There is no school there. So the umbrella is delivered at the spot. The team is, consists of 4 of us. So we traveled from Bangalore to Uti. When we reach there, it's a hilly area. So always there is drizzling happens most of the time. So there is no proper infrastructure is not there. So what they did, there was a big hall which is open and they covered it they created it like a place. And there was tarpaulins at the floor because it is not cemented properly. And the amount of people had come closer to 1,000 because 470, instead of 500 children, 471 of them were present. And the parents, most of them were, one parent or 2 parents because of the paucity of the space. We said, not everyone. So around closer to 1,000 people were present. When we were entering, it was a visual treat because all the kids were in uniform and they arranged them to sit with their height. So when you are coming from this side, you can see a black heads in levels like steps, and it was so beautifully organized. And one thing I noticed, the kids are much disciplined than the urban kids. And the parents were sitting behind and the dignitaries, whoever is invited with the NGO which we were connected and doing the project, they were sitting there. We started the project. The distribution should happen. Before that, there was some cultural programs. When I saw the talents of those kids who lives in the forest and the hilly areas, was wonderful. It was really, really touching. Then we said, okay, let us start now. For their surprise, we didn't carry not only umbrellas. We carried some notebooks and instrument boxes since it is school kids. So we created a package. So we put umbrellas in it. For their surprise, again, we kept a biscuit packet on top of it, like a cherry on top of a cake. So they came like a line and very well disciplined. We hand over to each one of them. And we can see when they, not because of the umbrella, when they saw the biscuit packet, They were, you know, happy, the joyful faces. I cannot explain in words. They are not looking at the other packet, they are looking at the biscuit. And they went back and they were sitting in the place where they came from. But now the discipline is little more because the chirping sounds you can hear, and they were, sharing their comments with each other. And from their gestures, I understood that they want to open the biscuit packets. Then I told my colleagues who is with me and the organizers that let us open. We also took some biscuit packets and opened, and we started eating. Then immediately they also started eating. Later, a few of them were taking the umbrella out. They are not bothered about the books or the boxes. They took out the umbrella. Then I went back to my school days. Every second year, Grandpa used to give us new umbrellas at home. When we get it, I think she can connect to it. We feel the umbrella. We open it, the new smell and how it looks like. So we opened the umbrella. So I connected to that and I told them, come forward, the frontliners, boys and girls. So they came forward. I said, take out your umbrella and open it. And you don't believe the joy. And we all started dancing with them. We also carried an umbrella opened and we were dancing together. See, it may be a small deed, a small project, but the happiness I saw around and the joyful moments which we create really touched us. It was a moment of joy, pride, and soulfulness. We spent some time with them and understood. And we carried a lot of blessings. The parents, they want to come forward because we carried more than what we offered. So some kept their hands on us. Some wanted to touch, hold you. Some want to hug you. So all those things made me understand one thing. See, the small deeds can create a big impact. Traveling all the way from Bangalore to Ooty was really worthwhile. And the NGO who was our partner there, who requested us for all these things, was arranged the program in such a manner that we were really, they respected us in such a way that we will never forget that moments. I always believe in every raindrop there is a story, and in every umbrella given a bond of dignity, protection, and a sky which is shared. Thank you.
The next speaker today is attempting L3P2 speech. I would now request our evaluator, Toastmaster Santosh, to give us the guidelines.
Yes, good evening to all of you.
Good evening, sir.
Oh, what energy. Good. Okay. We all know that there is various, someone is talking. Shall I start or shall I wait? I'll start? Okay. We all know that there is various styles of communication. Am I right? So the speaker in question has to understand the different styles of communication, identify his style, and share a well-scripted speech, and also, if possible, to share the impact that his style had on others or the other style of communication had on him. The length of the speech is only 5 to 7 minutes, not more than that. Right? And the level this our team has already told, I wish all the best to the speaker. Thank you.
I will now request Master Anand to deliver this. Good evening, my dear fellow Toastmasters and friends. There are many kinds of communication, and today let's talk about communication. Can you tell me what are the different communication styles that are there? No, those are methods, styles. Direct, supportive, initiative, jovial, analytical. So what exactly do we mean by direct? These people who imbibe the direct methods of communication, they shoot from the hip. They come to the point straight, point blank, and it is like a staccato going on, a machine gun firing away. And the analytical guys, they always depend on data, bar charts. And they are the guys, if allowed, will come with a bar chart to a birthday party. And the jovial fellows, they are the life of the party. They can cut a conversation with a Uber driver, even your maid, a delivery boy, and if allowed, even with the Wi-Fi router. And the supportive guys, tribes like me, we support, and we are like the human form of the warm tomato soup. Communication is something that is very important. If you are a leader, a visionary, an influencer, well, whoever it is, they all have one thing in common. They have mastered the art of communication. It's not about public speaking. It's not about presentation. It's about real communication. The communication that inspires. The communication that inspires people to take action. Let me just tell you and take you through a story to tell me exactly what I mean. A sports company came up with a very lovely program of trying to bring the legends of sports with their fans. So we had a tennis legend, we had a golf legend, we had a badminton legend, and a football legend coming in, and each of them were paired with another fan of theirs, and a match was played, and there were some prize monies. So the tennis guy came, played the match, swatted the fellow out in straight sets, pocketed the money, and left. The badminton fellow came, he just yawned, used his left hand, killed the fellow, his fan, in straight sets again, pocketed the money, and he left. The golf legend came, he had a hole in one and probably some birdies, and took the momentum forward and seeing that his fan was decimated. He pocketed the money and he went. And then walks in our young guy, a football fan, heart thumping. He comes, he tries to stand, and all he has in his mind is to survive. And in walks the football legend, Cristiano Ronaldo. And what does this guy do? He comes there, he shakes the hand of his fan, asks his name, put a hand around him, and asks him, "Where do you play? Which club are you playing for? How many matches have you played? What are your best goals?" So our young champ is now fully in place, or rather settled down, and then the match starts. The match goes on and on and on and on till the boy hits a goal and wins. That, my dear friend, is a classic example of supportive communication. The boy won not because he was better than Cristiano Ronaldo. He won because Ronaldo let him win. What Ronaldo did was not just play a match, he created a moment. He created a memory. He created a legacy. That, my friends, is a classic example of supportive communication. A leadership where overpowering others is not the goal. Empowering them is the goal. I come here as a Rotarian and stand on the podium and I can just start throwing punchlines with PowerPoints. But that's not the goal. As a Rotarian, I've been taught not commanding, but connecting, not competing, but collaborating. It's not commanding always that takes you forward. It's allowing them to come forward and lead. So the classic way of communication or your supportive communication may not be the one that is very flashy. It may not win you applauses, but it creates something that's far more powerful. It creates trust. And when you lead with trust, you create not just followers, you create leaders. Your words have powers, my dear friends, and when it is used to support, to uplift, to inspire, that is when the world will stop and take notice of you. Thank you. Now we have come to an end of segment 1. Now we start with session 2, that is the table topics session. I request Toastmaster Upsana to come and conduct the table topics.
Good evening, everyone. So I am the table topic master for today, and I'm very happy I don't have to speak, and I'm making somebody else talk here. Okay, so to start with, today's theme is looking back and leaping forward. It gives a beautiful reminder to us that the past gives us wisdom and the future gives us wings. And today I've just twisted it a little bit. So to start with, who all like songs here? So all of us, right? Santosh sir, you did not raise your hand. So there is a small twist. I have a spin wheel here with the songs. So anyone can volunteer, come over and spin the wheel. Whichever song they get, they have to connect it to their past or future, and then talk for 1 to 2 minutes. Right? Let's start. Yeah, who want to go first? Kishorda?
Do I have a choice?
Spin, just tap.
You do it.
Okay. The song sir has got is जीने लगा हूँ पहले से ज्यादा.
जीने लगा हूँ पहले से ज्यादा. ये कोई सॉन्ग था?
हाँ सर. जीने लगा हूँ पहले से ज्यादा.
हाँ?
That's a new song.
जीने लगा हूँ पहले से ज्यादा. I have started living better than yesterday or more than yesterday, right? Okay. 2012 was the year when I joined Rotary. Before that, I was a shy person, introvert. Go again, not caring for anyone, just running away with my time. Morning, evening in the office, come home, have dinner and sleep. But once I joined Rotary, everything changed my life. It taught me how to share and how to care for others. How to share your talent, your time, and your treasure also. It taught me a lot of things. It gave me the opportunity to become a leader, take up the presidency of the club, become a team leader, take each and everyone together. That day and today, I'm still going on and on, on and on, on and on. Even today, I've not stopped being active in Rotary. Even today, I'm not stopped being active in Toastmasters also. Every day is a new learning from me. And today, when I look back at what I was and what I am today, I find a huge round of difference. Huge round of difference. So, friends, what you're today may be different than what you're tomorrow. Simple thing in Toastmasters, keep coming onto the stage and keep learning. Today and tomorrow, you'll definitely find yourself a better person. Thank you.
Beautifully said, Santosh sir. So who wants to come next? Toastmaster Meghna here. पहले बताया सर. Yeah. हर घड़ी बदल रही है रूप जिंदगी. You can sing also. कल बोलो.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. Yeah. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. The song which I have got is Har Gadi Badal Rahi Hai. Actually, it's so true. Life changes the colors every moment, every single day. You change. You see the changes in the life. The day the baby is born and it came into the world, see there is a lot of difference from their childhood, adulthood, and then they become the older people. So each and every stage we see the difference. Even we see the difference in the uh, nature. Every day if we put a seed, slowly it comes out, and from the roots then it comes out as a tree, and then flowers, and then fruits, what we get it from that. So life is not stopping anywhere. It is like, it keeps on moving, going ahead. The same way, when I was born, I have never expected, like I'm from a very small middle class family, and I have never expected I'll be someday a event manager and standing in front of such a lovely, beautiful forum where I can deliver the speech also. So this is also a change. That's what we say. हर घड़ी बदल रही है जिंदगी, कल हो न हो. Thank you.
Next one, our guest for the day. You can introduce yourself.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Muhammad Amar Ahmed. I'm past a 12th grader, so I'll be getting into engineering now.
I remember his sister is a Toastmaster.
Yes, she's Simra Fatima.
Simra Fatima. She had come last meeting. Yeah, you can.
Yes, sir. I'm Muhammad Amar Ahmed. Amar, sir. You can call me Amar. Yes. Amar. A-double-M-A-R. A-double-M-A-R, sir. Amar.
Amar Constructions is there, no? Amar Constructions. Yeah, that's Amar. E. Oh, wow. हंसते हंसते कट जाए रास्ते.
हंसते हंसते कट जाए रास्ते. Okay. So, हंसते हंसते तो I have to, हंसते हंसते now the phase I am in, the 2 years, I've just finished the hectic 2 years of my life. That was 12th grade. So I was in JEE aspirant. That is, I was training for the JEE exam to get into an IIT. So I was actually in Allen. That is a hectic part of a student, especially in India. It's always stressful way. But then, yeah, हंसते हंसते वो गुजर गया. And then all the seat allotment process started. And it's now 3 months I've been out of college, and all stress-free environment is assumed, but not yet. because I'm a student athlete, so I'm a good karateka and I have international participation too. So I was very hopeful of a sports quota in CET. So there was some issue going on with the sports secretary. So yesterday I didn't have a seat. Today I'm very close to having a seat. So haste haste karte karte, I've been here to a Toastmaster meeting and trying to upskill myself in any other way I can help myself. So in my thing, there's in my family, and I know there's some corner of me that's good in speaking and communication, but I didn't have enough time to focus on it. So now this is the time I've taken this platform, and I'll be upskilling here and looking for a good club to accommodate myself. So today is it. Thank you.
All the best, Amar. This is a very good club. You can join here. So you want to take? Okay. On everyone. Tripura. Ma'am, if you don't know the song, you
Next week.
Oh, okay.
ओ, जिंदगी प्यार का गीत है। So I have this is one of the amazing moments I always very close to me. I and my father had a very tough time. I was undoubtedly very naughty guy. जिंदगी प्यार का गीत है. If I have to relate, we never. I have never said my father I am doing good. In those tough times where he was dealing with a lot of financial issues, I was very much upset with him that his behavior was very different. I was very angry with him because I was not able to understand what would a child understand that what is my father dealing with, and he was expecting me to understand his situation, which was really unfair, I guess. But any which ways, the time passed. I got an opportunity to join a forum called Landmark, and one fine day I gave him a call and I said him that I have grown up, I take up my responsibilities, and there was some conversation we both had. There was a pause, we cried, and he said, no issues, let's take this journey forward with beautiful way we can contribute to each other. And this is what I can say, Zindagi Pyar Ka Geet Hai. We both sing together, we sit together, no? We have a great time. Thank you.
Who wants to go next? Nimish.
Please want to hear your voice.
No,
पहली नजर में कैसे जादू कर दिया?
लव ही नहीं किया तो कैसे बोलेंगे? So I'll explain. Some of my friends who had fallen in love with a girl, but finally they didn't marry. So what is the purpose? Simply time pass के लिए love करेंगे? I really cannot understand. And similarly, couple of, it's not one or two or three, so many. So then I thought it is wise to not to love anyone and be there waiting for arranged marriage. And that's so whomever. So among them, of course, we can choose whomever we want. That is better. So I did the same thing. I never loved anyone, and not in that sense. Not that I don't love all of you. I love Toastmasters. I love Prasanna. I love you as well.
Sir, but I think when you saw your wife for the first time, that jadoo was there, no? That magic.
Yes, yes, that is there. That is there. Yeah.
Please. You just have to say.
Yes, please.
पहली नजर में कैसे जादू कर दिया सेम में होगा टच चेंज टच लगा के स्पिन द व्हील अगेन
Oh, it's not allowing me. Just remove that.
Yeah, maybe. All right, you know the topic?
Yes. Yeah, that's even better.
हंसते हंसते भी हो गया Yeah, you can do this. कभी कभी मेरे दिल में
Papa कहते हैं is there.
ओके ठीक है आप बोले नहीं पापा कहते हैं बड़ा नाम करेगा
कहते हैं बड़ा नाम करेगा. It's such a wonderful thing, and it resonates so much with my life. He was a big man, had lovely contacts, and the day I finished my engineering and I said I'm going to have a construction company, connect me to some good clients. He said nothing of that sort. Today your life is there and people recognize you because you're my son. I want you to lead such a life and I want to be there when it happens, that I get remembered, or rather I get called as Anand's father. He never lifted a single finger to help me in the business. That taught me how to go out, reach out, to start a business, convince client, marketing, and the works. And a time also came where I did a project before the Shravanbelgola Mutt. We did a children's hospital, and the day came when APJ Abdul Kalam was called to inaugurate that project. And I took my father there to introduce him to APJ Abdul Kalam also, and to the Swamiji also, saying that this is my father. And the Mutt people took him and introduced him to the Swamiji, saying, Anand's father has come to meet you. तो पापा कहते हैं बड़ा नाम करेगा. It was nostalgic, and when she picked it up, I have tears in my eyes remembering.
Next. ये 203 हम नहीं छोड़ेंगे
Yeah, we used to sing that. Yeah. So ये दोस्ती हम कभी नहीं छोड़ेंगे was our tagline for the year of Star Walkers year. 319. That there was one district in Rotary that year. That was we are the last presidents of that year. So whenever we meet, we always used to tell him. शुरू करें in the end of every meeting he used to sing that, and we used to cherish that moment, and we used to dance with that song. So whenever he was there on dais as a singer and we are around as star walkers, taking back to that memories and that our bonding, I cannot tell you the bonding which we have as star walkers. I haven't seen in any before and currently and after that. The bonding is so strong that we stand for each other, whether it is happiness, whether it is sad, whether it is giving them strength. So, ye dosti. And now it came into Toastmasters. This part of, this become another part of my life after uh, Rotary. Rotary is my, service platform. Here it is a learning platform. But now I combine together. So my family is expanded because of the friendship. So ये दोस्ती कभी life में भूलेगा नहीं, and the दोस्ती with you too. Thank you.
ये हंसी वादियाँ, ये खुला आसमां, ये हंसी मंदिर ए मूवी वो that is जीने लगा हूँ is already gone, so I just change it. ठीक है, हर घड़ी बदल रही है. कल को ना. That's over. Sorry. This is a very famous song, Ye Hasi Wadiyan, Ye Khula Asma. I remember a few years back, I went on a trip to Shimla with my friends who were childhood sweethearts. So Shimla, as you know, is a very beautiful town. When you automatically go there, even if you don't have a sweetheart, you would start singing Ye Hasi Wadiyan, Ye Khula Asman. So we were in that kind of a mode, and they were newly married. So we were all having a gala time. Shimla can bring that flavor in you, hot soup, like a cool weather, and suddenly the Hasi Wadiyan turned into a big fight between the two, where both of them started singing to each other literally, "Khoon choose le tu mera khoon choose." So I don't know whether was it the soup, the bad taste of the soup, or what was it amongst them that led them to change the weather, the beautiful weather that was over there. However, I think the magic lies in that town. If you've been to Shimla, you will know it's a beautiful town. By the next morning, everything was okay with them, and it was once again Hasi Wadiyan Khula Asma. So, if you are having a tough time, anything that you're going through, I will highly recommend go to Shimla, beautiful town, and where the Wadiyan is very Hasi. Chandni. Okay, so yes, give the song directly. Yeah, give the spin. Spin once, let's see. Okay. What should I do? Just touch. कभी कभी मेरे दिल में ये ख्याल आता. Oh, that's done. No, that's not done. You changed it. No, Papa can say goes. Okay, good evening, Toastmasters and my dear guest. Kabhi Kabhi Mere Dil Mein, the very famous song from the movie Kabhi Kabhi. And I remember I would have watched this movie at least 5 to 6 times because I was a great fan of Shashi Kapoor at that time. Two people who ruled my life when I was young in my teens. One was Shashi Kapoor and the other was Devanand. But if I have to relate this song to what I do currently, many a times, every single day, I get up with this confused thought in my head. Am I doing the right thing? Or I would like to put it across in this way, am I doing the thing that I should be doing? When I was a young child, everybody thought that I should do very well in my academics. Yes, I lived up to my parents' expectations, got into very good college, topped throughout college, throughout post-graduation in university. I was the topper in Calcutta University for my post-graduation, and then I got a very good job.
It went on like that for 15 years, and then I excelled in every job. Whenever I got bored of the place, I left the place. Nobody kicked me out because they still feel. In fact, I got a call from a friend last week saying, "Why don't you come back to this place again?" But today I am an entrepreneur and I have trainers along with me, and we did one mega project for a group of schools, doing the handbook, creating the handbook of almost 75 pages each for grade 6 to grade 9 for public speaking. And after all that, today all the trainers have gone and done the first session. I am yet to get messages from them. I hope they give me positive messages of the work that I have done and they have been able to execute. So this question always lingers in my mind. I'm never sure about myself. In the sense, not about my abilities, not about my choices. Am I doing the right thing or am I following what I'm supposed to do? Some part of me tells me, gives me that eureka moment that yes, what you're doing is correct. Another part tells me that you can still do a lot better. Try other business domains. Okay, I also have spoken to a few friends whether we should start a product business, but I always love to lurk in this confusion. Many people think that confusion is something they don't want. I think I get more clarity because of the confused mind that I have. Back to you. With confusion, you're doing so much. What will happen if you get the clarity?
I don't make a decision. I don't think about it. I take a decision and make it right. And it's one of those strikes.
Next, go for you. There's one. We have time. Have time. Someone wants to repeat? They can repeat. Step up. I'll give you the song. It's एक पल का जीना फिर तो है जाना गाना प्यारा है
Fortunately, I'm not so good in dancing. So this is a very interesting theme, very interesting song as well. I do remember watching that movie. I think it was the first movie for both Hrithik Roshan and Amisha Patel. The thing about the song is that it all builds as to how we are supposed to be living life. Uh, it's just this moment, right? I mean, in fact, in my previous sessions as well, in my previous team mod sessions as well, I've been talking about this where we shouldn't be worried about what is in the past. We shouldn't be worried about what is in the future. But what we have is this moment, and how we live this moment. That's what really matters, and that's what really that's something that you take towards in your future as well, right? So when you have a good past, you will think and smile about it. When you have a bad past, you will think about it and you'll take the learnings from it. And when you have all these learnings, you'll be taking these learnings and build a better future for yourself. And it is just about that. I mean, if you start worrying about what happened in the past, about what you don't have, if you always think that the grass is greener on the other side, if you always think that, I'm wearing a shirt, but that fellow is wearing a better shirt, I want that particular shirt, how will I get that shirt? I'm driving maybe a 15 lakh car today, and I see somebody, zooming by in a Merc or a, Wrangler, Jeep Wrangler, and if you start worrying about it, it's not going to change what is your present unless you put in the effort. If you want something in the future, you put in the effort in your present, right? So that's what Kung Fu Panda Master Shifu, right? Yeah. So the Master Obe, yes. He says, the past is history, the future is a mystery, and today is a gift, and that's why it's called the present. So don't worry about your past. Don't think too much about your future. Just focus on your present. Involve in your present. Put in your best efforts. Always keep a smile, and you will definitely see that you will have a better future. Thank you. That's what the song is.
Okay, we come to the end of the session.
Once more. Once more.
Once more. We have time? Time up? Time up. Okay, we are closing the session now. Thank you so much. Hope you all enjoyed.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Krishna. That was the end of session 2. Now we are coming to the last session, that is the evaluation session. I would request our evaluation Toastmaster Bopaya to come and give Toastmaster.
Toastmaster Habib. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Habib. You may take your seat, please. Okay, good evening once again, Toastmasters and my dear guest. This was the book I was reading, Robin Sharma, one of my favorite authors, The Everyday Hero Manifesto. I recommend everyone to read this book. Why did I mention about this book? Because based on the theme, looking back, leaping forward, one of the chapters where he talks about the 8 habits of having a successful life, including successful health, wealth, everything, is you have to always reflect on your past, like our presiding officer rightly mentioned. Take the learning experiences and move with those rich experiences towards your future. To start with the general evaluations report, first of all, I would like to give a big round of applause to each one of you because this is the first meeting of the new ExCom and everybody did a brilliant job. Before that, I would like to first mention that we go in the process of this for the benefit of the guest as well as the members. We'll first call the evaluators for the respective speakers and then the tag roles and then my report comes in the end. To begin with, I would like to call the first evaluator, a person whom I resonate with in a lot of ways when it comes to GK, the one with whom you can talk on any subject under the sun and you will get loads and loads of knowledge. He was also the last speaker for table topics. Welcoming Toastmaster Bopaya on stage for his evaluation report. Audience, can you still keep a large arrange for dinner. You will get it at 8:30, but now you can show energy in applauding people.
General evaluator. So the speaker attempted the L4P2 and it was about giving an experience as to what her project was and what was the overall experience. So overall, I think she did a very good job in telling us what the experience was. Um, there was a momentum that created. I remember her last speech. I mean, when she started, I was not able to recollect what the speech was, but the moment she brought up the umbrella story, then I was able to build that momentum. So it connected from the first speech, which was setting the context, and today it was about explaining what the experience was. She started off with a quote. I didn't catch the entire quote, but it ended with "canopy of dreams." So I think that was a brilliant quote, which showcases, it basically showcases the experience of the kids over there that she was interacting with. And she goes on to describe the nature of that particular area. It was filled with greenery, and also she mentioned about the visual treat, which basically tells uh, what she was expecting, and probably that that turned out to be what was expected or something much better. She spoke about the uniform of kids and how they were neatly arranged according to height. Um, and then she transformed that. She moved from setting the context to narrating what the action was, basically carrying umbrellas with biscuits on it. And she gave us a brief explanation as to why that was done to basically, attract the minds of the kids, saying that, there's a biscuit on it, so this is what you're supposed to come and get. Uh, and one thing that really caught my attention was mimicking something. So that's generally said that kids mimic their surroundings. The immediate surroundings are the parents, and then the environment that they interact with. And that's what she did. She wanted the kids to have the biscuits, so she started having the biscuit, and the kids saw that and did that. And again, goes on to describe what experience it was. It was a great experience, so that resonated well. She also goes on to say that although small, it touched hearts. It was really joyful. And this was something that caught my attention as well. There's a movie called Even Almighty, where they talk about ARK, right? The Noah's Ark. And ARK stands for Act of Random Kindness. So that's Act of Random Kindness every single day. And that's what resonated with what Toastmaster Prasanna narrated today. A couple of things. What I found a little mismatch was I think you went on to compare that kids over there were more disciplined compared to urban kids. So I think that's something that could be taken in an offensive way sometimes. Probably if there are urban kids present over here, probably you can start or end that saying that there's no offense, but this is how I felt, and that would set the context, saying that it was meant only in the context of that story. And apart from that, I think if you could modulate the story much better, there was good expressions, good speech, I mean, good smile, everything. But if you could modulate it a little bit, it'll add more spice to the story. So I think overall a great story, I think it met the purpose of the speech today. You gave us your experience, and if you work on these experiences, I think it's great. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bopaya, for that really wonderful evaluation for Toastmaster PK, because I think you explained everything at length. There is nothing that I have to add much to your evaluation report. I have just two suggestions. Number one is the thing that I found in the speech was, I would like to ask the timer, what was the length of the speech?
Length of the speech was just 5 minutes 57 seconds.
Okay. So here I felt that Toastmaster Prasanna could have increased the length of her speech by adding some more relevant stuff. And you certainly don't need the paper anymore here. Okay, you become a pro. You've already reached a point where I first met you, and what you are today, Toastmaster Prasanna, you have really emerged to become a really good speaker, and you put efforts for that. So I think you can keep the paper somewhere hiding or under the desk, but you don't have to bring the paper. Okay. With that, can we have a good round of applause for the speaker and the evaluator? Moving on to our second evaluator, what should I call him? The Elvis Presley of the club, Kishore Kumar, Amitabh Bachchan. Okay, the ever-smiling gentleman, Toastmaster Santosh, to please come up on the days and give the evaluation report for Toastmaster Anand.
Yes, madam.
Yes.
Yes. Well, good evening to all of you once again. Good evening. Today's theme is what? Looking back, leaping forward. Let me connect this theme with my evaluation. Toastmaster Anand, I have listened to your speech earlier, also your previous speech. So looking back at that speech, I can very confidently say that you have made a big leap forward. It's a momentum in the right direction, I should say. How? Let me explain that to you. You started off your speech by throwing questions at the audience. What does that do? It connects with the audience very well. So they all said in their own voices, jovial style, direct style, this style, that style, and all those things. That's a good way of involving the audience also. Next, you came down to the story where you said about a master playing with his fan, 3-4 people, and ultimately ended with Cristiano Ronaldo, his supportive style of communication, and how he and his fan played football for much more time than the others could play. Why did this happen? You explained that very well. But exactly that's how supportive communication is all about. Most of us Rotarians, we all have supportive style of communication. Am I right, Prasanna? Huh? We support each other, especially the needy, the underprivileged, in such a way that we make them feel good and happy. So I should say 3 cheers to you, Anand. The phrases, the words that you use, nothing what Shashi Tharoor speaks or nothing what you speak goes into my head. And, and I don't wish to linger over that also. But I can understand the crux of your speech. It was very well delivered. One simple suggestion that I have got, it's not a simple suggestion, I should say, it's a strong suggestion also. If we have to develop our speaking skills, then understanding the project is very, very important. What is the purpose of the project and what is the purpose of the speech? Understand that and then script your speech around that. Once you master this ability, no one can question your speaking ability. You will rise at each and every occasion. Thank you all. Thank you. That's all from me.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Santosh, sir. I think I don't have anything to add to your speech, but I have a complaint against Toastmaster Anand. You are supposed to now come regularly to the club because what you delivered today was a fabulous speech. And I would like to tell you, I was just observing how others were in the room when you were delivering your speech. None of them even batted an eyelid. So you have the power of convincing the audience in such a way that they can get glued to you.
Therefore, my request to you is please come more often to the club. I don't have anything to add to the evaluation because, like Sir rightly mentioned, you have taken the speech in leaps and bounds and you've gone a long way ahead. But the complaint still continues. You have to come regularly to the club. Okay? Can we have a big round of applause for the speaker and the evaluator? So moving on to my tag team, I would like the timer, Toastmaster Tripura, to present her report.
Present the report of a timer. Everyone has been within their time and range. The maximum time that has been taken is by our top TM Santosh Kejriwal when he evaluated Anand, 2 minutes 47 seconds, and the minimum time that has been taken is by our PKK in table topics session, just 35 seconds. All others have been within their range of the time. Is it enough or should I read out everyone?
If you can read out, it is better.
Oh, okay. Prepared speeches, 7 minutes was the maximum. Toastmaster Prasanna Kumari, she took 5 minutes and 57 seconds. Anand took 6 minutes and 1 second. Santosh Kejriwal, table topics, 1 minute and 28 seconds. TM Meghna Vaswani, 1 minute 40 seconds. Muhammad Aman, our guest, 1 minute 28 seconds. Vinod, 1 minute 29 seconds. PKK, 35 seconds. Anand, 1 minute 41 seconds. Prasanna, 1 minute 23 seconds. Nimisha, 1 minute 30 seconds. And TM Shalini, 2 minutes 7 seconds. And Bopaya, 2 minutes for evaluation. That is, for table topics, you have taken that time. Evaluations, Bopaya of TM Prasanna, 3 minutes 1 second. Santosh Kejriwal of TM Anand, that is 2 minutes 47 seconds.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tripura. The timer's role is not at all easy, and this is one role which I try to always run away from. Earlier, I used to run away from, but you have done a very meticulous job. It is important to know the time, how much time each person has taken, because this is going to definitely improve them in preparing for contests. Okay, but I'm very happy that BKK sir has come back to the club. Today he is at 35 seconds. Who knows? Next time he can just give a tough fight to everyone, right? Very happy to have you back, sir. And you cannot. Yeah, yes, and you cannot now escape from the club. Okay, yeah, we are not going to allow you to do that. So can we have a round of applause for our timer? Let me now call the counter, Toastmaster Vinod, to give his report.
Hi everyone, this is the fourth time I am taking the counter role. To be honest, when I was said that you take a note that where the catchwords was used, I was very upset in my mind. I thought, is it so? Then I had taken that feedback and I worked on it. Today was the time I have wanted it, and thanks to the Shalini ma'am, Nimisha ma'am, who was giving me a feedback that if you can do that, we will add to. So today I have my plate filled. First speaker, I would go in a flow and from the gesture. And we started eating. And when I went back to my school days, and you don't believe, and the joyful moment, and understood, and anything, and in every umbrella given. So there was abundance of and I guess if we can use this best, it would be helpful for the listeners. This is one. The second, I would say, from the satellite arms, each hands were multiple times. So this is one repetitive much I can say. Yeah, this is all. That's it. This is my report. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vinod. You have become a PhD in our counter without the degree, because now you have mastered the game. master the art of presenting the accountant's report. Now let me call upon our grammarian, Toastmaster Nimisha, to present her report.
Thank you very much, Gender Evaluator. Good evening, everyone. I want to begin with the word of the day and commend the following speakers for using the word of the day, that is Toastmaster Mopaya, Toastmaster PK, and Santosa. Today was wonderful. I really enjoyed taking up the grammarian role because we had a lot of good usages and very minimal areas of improvement. So I'd just like to call out the good usages that we had. In terms of words, we had words like jovial, legend, swattered, wordies, decimated, heart thumping. These were some of the good words. Some very good phrases were used today. For example, she carries a smile that shines like a jewel. Looking back isn't about regretting, it's about reflecting. Heads high, heart brave, eyes clear. Zero to hero, break a leg. An umbrella becomes more than shade. In every raindrop is a story. Shoot from the hip, cut a conversation. Human form of warm tomato soup. These are some of the good phrases. In terms of areas of improvement, very few, but let me mention them. One speaker said, put the phone on silence mode. It should be put the phone on silent mode. Remain seated until the conclusion of the meeting. Could have been remain seated until the meeting concludes. She always doubting herself should have been she always doubted herself. And age is the compass to forward. I didn't follow that. My assumption is, I think the speaker meant to say that age is to move forward, is a compass to move forward, is my
Thank you, Toastmaster Nimisha. Brilliant grammarian's report. It's really awesome to have you as the grammarian. I think we learn a lot when you present the report, because sometimes some words slip our minds when the speaker is speaking. But when the grammarian comes back with that refreshing note of all the things that you have mentioned, like you mentioned today, I think really calls for a tremendous round of applause for her once more. So with this, I would like to present my report, the GE's report for this evening. First of all, I am very happy that I took up the GE's role today, and I would like to start with the Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Meghna. You started the meeting sharp at 7 p.m. and I must commend you on this, that you were extremely well prepared today. You came at 6:15, you called me up and the president, and you came and wrote everything on the board, and just look at the alignment, people. It is so neat and clean. Okay, there are no ways that you can find that something is missing, or even the alignment. Okay, these things really become eye-catching for the public. You are one person who is very diligent and who is ready to soak in a lot of learning. You're like that sponge. You know what happens to a sponge when you put it in water? It soaks up the water. So you are like that sponge. You're ready to soak in learning. I really like the idea that you came, you spoke to Santosh sir and Prasanna, and you decided what the menu should be. So going forward, I think it's going to be a wonderful journey together next 6 months. Can we have a very good round of applause for Toastmaster Meghna, who's taken up the role so well. And in fact, to add to that, Nimisha and I were just having a very quick conversation where I thought probably Toastmaster Bopaya could help us with the poll, but you decided to take it on yourself. That's the spirit. When you decide to take on yourself, even if you do not know something, that's how I learned my VPPR role. Nobody taught me. I just did a lot of hit and trial. The first poster I made almost 10 times, then I learned. This is what I really appreciate in people, that you don't look or wait for someone to come and tell you what to do. You yourself take it as if it's an onus on your own self. Toastmaster Meghna, you surely are an asset to the club. Okay, one round of applause. Let me move to our charming presiding officer, Toastmaster Prasanna, all dressed to kill today. You can be seated, no problem. Okay, you can be seated. So now she told me something very interesting, that all the attire that she's got in her wardrobe, which are definitely the dresses to kill, they're going to come out in the next 6 months. You started off with a vibrant smile, and I think you took the stage by the storm. You had a powerful theme today. I think this kind of a theme really makes a lot of meaning for one term to pass the baton to the next term. You look back, look at your learnings, and what is it that you're leaping forward to. Toastmaster Prasanna, I think you have a very fine sense of judgment. Maybe it comes from a lot of your rich experiences of life, and what you have done for the community and society, and how you present yourself as a Toastmaster. I think the theme was perfect, and you have come a long way. I think the first time I met you and what you are today, you've come a long way. And you had two difficult tasks to do today. I would say challenging tasks. One is prepare the speech as the presiding officer, and next prepare the speech as the speaker. But again, just like Toastmaster Meghna, you are one person who never complains. Okay, I like people who never complain. Of late, I've started meeting more people like this in my life because it makes my life very easy. So I think it's a brilliant job done, Toastmaster Prasanna, and I think we are very happy to have you as the president to be working alongside you. Can we have a big round of applause for the presiding officer? Let me move to our TMOD, Toastmaster Habib. Okay, so Toastmaster Habib, you know something, you are someone whom everybody wants that you should keep coming to the club. So now you cannot escape from us, just like BKK sir, you cannot escape. You've done the major agenda of your life. You're technically the free bird now because other people have got busy in your family. So you are coming to the club. We really like your presence, but the TMOD preparation needs a little more of structure. Like how it starts is the TMOD comes, takes the stage over from the president. You speak a little bit about the theme. That part you really did very well, and the starting was really very good. The start was really very good, and then after that you talk about Toastmasters vision and mission, about Dr. Ralph C. Smedley. The full name of the founder of this organization is Dr. Ralph Chestnut Smedley. We should get the names correct because it's a 100-year-old sustainable organization. It's going to sustain for another 100 years or whatsoever we think about it. So it is Dr. Ralph C. Smedley. Talk about Toastmasters mission, vision, and then the three areas in a Toastmasters meeting. The first section is prepared speeches, the second section is the table topics, and the third section is the evaluation. We have to mention these details in each and every meeting because even as members, it is possible we can forget. Do you all agree with me? If you don't do something which you're supposed to be doing every day, then we can forget. So just a little more on the preparation, and the TMOD has to take a brief intro of 30 seconds of all the role players in that particular meeting. For example, the timer, the counter, the grammarian, the evaluators, the speakers, the table topics master, everyone, the G. You need to have a brief 20 to 30-second intro for each of the people so that it makes it more interesting for our guests because they don't know what we do and who we are. And the third thing is the transitions. When you move on from one to another, make sure that you summarize the first section. Like we heard two brilliant speeches today, one from Toastmaster PK and one from Toastmaster Anand. A little summary about that. Then the transition, move on to the table topic section and then the G. But Toastmaster Habib, you have immense potential and capability. Regularly coming to the meetings is definitely going to benefit. Nothing else you have to do much. Okay. So I think you did a good job. The TMOD role can be a little inhibiting, but with preparation, it can be the other way around. Can be extremely interesting. Can we have a good round of applause for our TMOD? And last, I would talk about our table topic master, Toastmaster Ruxana. I really admire the way you came up with this creative idea of all the Hindi songs. And very surprising, everybody knew all the Hindi songs because usually you don't get a platform like this. And sometimes when people don't know the language, then you're bound to explain to them. But you have a very fine sense of understanding of people. And today you had a lot of time because we had only two speeches, so you could have time to prepare the table topics and execute it well. That is the beauty of a table topics master, is to make others speak. And I'm very happy that everybody could speak because sometimes in meetings, some topics, some people are not able to speak. So that is a very commendable job from your end. And just like how Toastmaster Ruxana came up with that nice spin wheel, we've also had Toastmaster Meghna who had the magic things in her bag. We had Toastmaster Bopaya who had a different story and a different character, and they're getting the same menu, something to do with menu. He had a creative table topic section. Toastmaster Nimisha who made us feel all like, we were the best human beings on the planet when she came up with that idea of meeting the greatest people in our life. So this is how table topics are generally prepared. You can come up with your own creativity. I really like your creativity. Only one suggestion for you is you have to mention the rules. Okay, for example, somebody who is speaking 30 seconds or 40 seconds, that person may not know that 1 minute is the minimum time to speak. Okay, or it is possible that the person could have forgotten. So table topics rules are that the minimum time is 1 minute, which is the qualifying time, and then the maximum is 2 minutes. So mention the rules. Otherwise, I think you did a great job as a table topic master. I think you came really prepared. Okay, today I'm going to make everyone speak, but very nicely done, I would say. Is this the first time you're taking the second time? So experience teaches, right? Experience is the mother of wisdom. Can we have a big round of applause for our table topics? For the timer, R counter and the grammarian, I don't have much to say. Tripura ma'am, just a small mention to you. In the prepared speech section, it is 5 minutes, the green card, 6 minutes, the yellow, and 7 minutes, the red. 30 seconds is the buffer. The remaining things, I think you mentioned clearly. And after every end time, that is in table topics, it is 2 minutes. 30 seconds is buffer. Up to 2:30, it is allowed. Okay, and in some clubs they count the milliseconds. I'm sure in our clubs also they count the milliseconds. And in evaluation it's the same thing. Like 3 minutes is the last time, but 30 seconds is the buffer. Okay. Our counter, Vinod, as usual, I said that you did a great job, but if you could have mentioned other people also, like if they use any R's or M's. See, this is a learning platform where all of us learn. So even I am bound to make mistakes, everybody is bound to make mistakes, but we want to know where we are making those mistakes so that we don't repeat them. Okay. Otherwise, good. Grammarian, I have no words to tell you because you are someone who has 4 eyes. Okay? You just don't have 2 eyes. And this kind of precision is what we have to see. We are here to learn from people all these things. How precise you can be. Giving people what they've done well. So all the words that she said, canopy of dreams. Now this is stuck in my head forever. Okay. And where we can improve upon, this is the precision that we need to follow in Toastmasters. Overall, I think for the first meeting of the new XCOM, it was a great meeting, but we would have had, if we had one more speaker in evaluator, it would have been really nice. So my request to everyone, we have made a great agenda. Hopefully, as the VP, I have made the great agenda, and we would like all the members of NITK Bhive to come and participate. Please take up speech slots and roles. You're not only completing one speech, but in the process, you will see that you've completed so many speeches. You get many awards from the district. The district, every year, the trio comes up with some new ideas. So I know most of you are Rotarians and you're very, very busy in that part of your lives. But this is a platform where we pay to learn. So make the best use of it. I hope that we make the best use of the upcoming contest. This year, our district has got 4 contests. Every year we had only table topics, evaluation and ISC. This time even humorous contest has got included. The first half of the year, that is this term, July to December, we'll be having humorous contest and table topics from the club level till the district level. And from January to June, we'll be having the evaluation and the ISC. So it is going to be 2 district conferences from this year onwards. Please take up roles, keep regularly coming to the club, take up all the roles, attempt table topics, easy, difficult, that's how we learn because we are a great family. Do you all agree with me? Then you show a thumbs up. Yes? With that, I would like to give it back to the stage back to the TMOD.
Thank you very much, General Evaluator Toastmaster Shalini.
Poll is created.
Yeah. Yeah. Can yeah. Yeah, I was just sorry. Now we have come to the end of the session. I would like to hand over the meeting to our presiding officer.
Thank you very much. What a wonderful day. The first day of the new EXCO. And looking back, and leaping forward. I was thinking of the last week gala meeting. The room full of people, so much of energy, and a wonderful speaker. And all together, it was wonderful. For me, it was an experience because the role I have taken is first time with lots of inhibitions. But I think with all of you be along with me and around me, I will have a wonderful time forward. So voting is done, I believe, all of you. Amar, can you come here? Yeah, you have already introduced yourself. I would like to know more about you, about your hobbies and.
So, as I told everyone, so I just finished my 12th grade. So my combination was PCMC. So I was into computer science from the start. So yes, it was a hectic phase, a stressful phase. Done with all my exams. Since January, I had continuous examinations till May of this year. So with all of that coming to an end, the result time had started. Then all of that is also coming to an end, and then now the peaceful, somewhat peaceful, of better phase of life starts, and now it's my time to upskill, focus on the parts I haven't been able to spend more time on. So that's why I've taken up Toastmasters as a lovely platform, where I can learn more about myself and, bring out the best out of myself. So that's me. Feedback for today's meeting, lovely platform. This is my second Toastmasters meeting. So lovely platform, truly enlightening speakers. Love the energy here and looking forward. I'm soon to be a Toastmaster, and I was exploring all the Toastmaster clubs around me. So I love the club, want to be a part of it, but the only problem is only if my college starts, then I'll be able to decide, because if all the colleges are in South Bangalore and I live in North, so it's bit of travel issues, and especially in Bangalore, I left home by 6:05 and I still couldn't make it on time here, and I missed ma'am's speech. So that's the only issue here, or else looking forward to joining the club here. Thank you.
Thank you. I'll be very happy if you join our club, because your sister is a very good speaker. Yes. I heard her, district speech. It was wonderful, wonderful.
Right.
Thank you very much.
No problem. Thank you. Thank you.
The certificates are ready. Yeah. Yeah. BKK sir. BKK sir. No. About today's meeting. Your comments. Looking back last week.
But other than that, this is exception. So that was required, I think. So this we always struggling, and I think there's
thanks to Abhi.
Thank you. But I don't see some more people could have been there. That's what we can work towards.
Yeah, you are also, we are working. Srikanth, because of rotary installations, and today the death happened, 2-3 of them, otherwise they all are planning to come. Keshav, Rotarian, yeah. Last week it was so much energy. Yeah. So expect you to be there next week also.
They have made slightly bigger boardroom also, so it should accommodate easily.
Yeah.
Should not be a problem.
Yeah.
So many chairs are there.
So hope to see you next week continuously now. I will keep pestering you, messaging you to come.
Done already.
So all of you like the theme of the day? Huh? all of you, because when we were thinking about the theme, I thought because the new starting, so let us, take it as a theme and looking forward or I have a request to all of you. Take roles. Before requesting you, suggest yourself, yes, I'm going to take this role. Isn't it? Last tenure we were doing that. So I don't want to continue that, but request all of you to take roles so that, this is a learning platform. We all are here to learn and it's an opportunity. So don't waste it. Come forward, take roles and do some exercise, practice. You understand, go to Toastmasters and understand your role. If not, you can ask any seniors. They will explain the roles. We will do an education session again, or we will share the details which they have already taken an education session about it, Shalini, and thank you to Shalini as well as Nimisha. So that I think they have already, yeah, Kevaya, that is already there in our, so you make use of that and learn, because we are here to learn. So we need to make use of the platform. Yeah. So I would like, okay, if any of you need help, come with your laptop so that we can help you wherever your projects are not, visible. Huh. So
our speeches have not been uploaded on TM.
Toastmaster International, so you need to do that.
How we have to do
Yeah,
it?
you come here, we will do that.
We don't know at all. So unless we do it, we are not eligible to give another speech. I understand.
Planning one education session on how to navigate pathways. This is the order. Correct it over there.
Okay.
You do reply and you can sign it.
This is the one. Okay. So all of you are ready to hear the, role takers and speakers and everyone. Who is the best role taker? What do you think? Any guys? Yes. I'm so happy to welcome her for the first certificate signed by me. Congratulations. You deserve it.
Some photo should be taken.
Yeah. Best table topic. Any guess? Yes, Toastmaster Bobaya. I'm so happy to sign for all your certificates.
Thank you.
The best evaluator. Any guesses? You can clap for yourself also. Yeah. I'm so happy I signed for you today.
I'm so happy to receiving this from you.
So many you have given her.
Yeah. So many I received with your signature.
And till now I was giving them and receiving it.
Receiving it.
Receiving it. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. The best Toastmaster? Any guesses?
My audience is not clapping for me.
And here comes the best speaker. Yes.
Supportive evaluator and speaker. Team effort.
Thank you. So there is no announcements this week. So announcement is already done. Please came forward to take roles. That is the only announcement currently. And you retired from your role doesn't mean that you can't take roles. Come forward and take roles. Nimisha, Tripura, that makes you to come to. Yeah, I have taken, but still. Before Saturday, if we get it, no, it will help us. Yeah, I know, but still. Let's leap forward with courage. Your vision will become very clear when you look deep into your heart. When you look outside, you will see it's a dream. But when you really look in forward, you awakes. I'll close the meeting. Number 266, adjourn the meeting.
Yes.
Yes.